and welcome to Alison Eats, and today I'm eating stir fry and Singapore noodles. So I thought I'd do a bit of a different video where I'd just actually eat my dinner and talk to you as if you were a friend, because I was meant to be meeting a friend this evening, but then unfortunately, because everything's closed, well, indoors, you can't eat indoors at the moment or go like to any pubs or restaurants and sit inside. Everything's outside because of COVID, and the weather was awful. It was really chucking it down, like so bad. The dog didn't even get a walk today. He was just looking at me like, And then when he went out in the rain, he was like, no, I don't want it, Mum. I don't want it. Anyway, so we cancelled, but now it's all kind of cleared up, which is a bit of a shame. So I kind of feel like I've missed out on that that nice little social time. So instead, I'm going to share it with you, YouTube friends, and just have a bit of a chat about what's going on. Oh. I thought I'd do a video as well, because I put all my makeup on to go out and meet him, because I haven't been wearing makeup that much during lockdown. And then I was like, oh, what a waste. I've got to do something to make the most of it. It's really interesting how lockdown has changed, you know, my makeup habits. Like every day I was foundation, blusher. I've always been a mascara kind of person, just because I think without it my eyes are a bit like, they look tired and kind of small. So I've been keeping wearing the mascara during lockdown every day pretty much, but all this other bit just gone. And that's the great thing about Teams. Like when you're in virtual meetings, people can't really tell whether or not you're so made up. It'd be a really cool idea if you could have like Teams filters, you know, like Snapchat filters, and it just like does your blusher for you, smooths out the dark circles under your eyes, so it doesn't actually, so it looks like you've actually slept. I don't know why they've not added that in as a feature. We don't need breakout rooms. Microsoft. We need to roll out of bed and look like we've not rolled out of bed. So squeaky. So today I'm eating a stir fry that I got from Sainsbury's. It's a butternut squash one. I've got the packet here. I like how they call it just cook. Like, yes, you have to cook it. Why is putting just on it making it seem like it's easy? Stir fry is like the easiest thing anyway. Adding just, some crazy marketing. But it's butternut squash and baby corn stir fry. I love noodles. The stir fry is essentially the vehicle to eat the noodles. The noodles is the main thing that you want on the plate. This kind of what you have to do. This is what you actually want. Anyway, the stir fry itself. So obviously it has butternut squash, it has baby corn, it has mange tout, it has green cabbage, red cabbage, and bean sprouts. And the whole pack, bear in mind, this is quite a lot, 300 grams. The whole pack is 100 calories. So it says it serves 2, but I've just gone and been greedy because you can. And the whole thing's only 100 calories. And just, yeah, you just fry it for 5 minutes. It's like the easiest thing. Whoa. I find with the stir fry, you've got to get the sauce just right. The noodles, always good. Sauce, no, the sauce can make or break the vegetables. And you know what I did? I tried a new sauce. My go-to is always just a bit of soy sauce, sweet chili sauce. Keep it simple. But I found some spicy Szechuan sauce in a packet. And I thought, give that a go. Looks nice. Has some nice chilies on the front. God, the sun's really coming in now. I'm sorry if you just keep seeing the light change. So. I've never, do you know what? I've not found a really good stir fry sauce, like ready-made, that I like. I've tried quite a few. So do let me know if there is a good supermarket one that you like. But yeah, normally my go-to, soy sauce, sweet chili, beautiful. You know what you're going to get. Salty, sweet, a little bit spicy. This is trying to do that, but it's just off. It's just off. There's a little bit of bitterness. Anyway. A great thing about stir fry is that as well as being super low calorie, this is also 2 of my 5 a day. How smug and virtuous do I feel? If only these bananas could be 3. It's just water in there. Just water in a banana's mug. Yeah, and the noodles themselves. So I thought I would try some new noodles because I'm doing all the new stuff. So life's so samey. I've got to try new food. From Amoy, straight to wok. Although I didn't have a wok, so it was straight to frying pan. Seemed to work still the same. Singapore curry noodles. Comes in 2 handy packs. I mean, terrible for the environment with regards to plastic, but convenient and tasty. So normally, my favourite noodles are the udon noodles. I love the thick kind of salty doughiness of them. They're amazing. Closely followed by the really thin rice noodles. They can be really fun when stir fried and hold a lot of flavour and a lot of sauce, and also can go a little bit crispy as well, which is super nice. I thought I'd give these Singapore curry noodles a go. They're alright. Do you know what? They actually taste quite similar to super noodles in terms of that flavour and texture. Like, it is kind of that artificially but tasty flavour. Really lightly spiced curry. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just leave the noodles for last and just do all the veg first. Because I think I'm going to enjoy it more. Do you ever do that? Have a strategy of how to eat your food for maximum enjoyment. Oh, big one. I'm perfectly in the shadows here. Sunshine to the right of me, sunshine to the left. Here I am, stuck in the shadows with you. For the lols, I also thought I'd try to eat with some chopsticks. because it's authentic. And actually, they say eating with chopsticks is really good because it forces you to slow down. And then when you slow down, you're at less risk of overeating. And I'm definitely at risk of overeating. And I guess it is nice because it elongates the meal. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but you can spend ages cooking. I try not to because I'm lazy. Hours and hours and hours of prep. Okay, maybe not hours, maybe an hour. And if you include the washing up and everything as well. And then the actual meal, it's just over in a flash. Especially with my partner. Like, he takes the biggest portions and like gulps it down. And I just look at him like, you're gonna be over soon? Then you're gonna want to ask for some of mine. I'm struggling with the mosh too. Here we go. Do you know what I mean though? It's really interesting how, I'm surprised chefs do it, to be honest. Often whenever I watch cookery programs, you see these chefs do take hours. They take days sometimes. And it's weird that they don't see the diners eat. Like, if I spent all that time making that food, I would be staring at my customers like, did you enjoy that? Was that good? And if they weren't like, oh my God, worshipping me every mouthful, I'd be like, where's the job satisfaction? It is weird. They just spend all that time in the kitchen and never see the fruits of their labour being enjoyed. I need a lot more praise than that. Oh, that was some good coordination there. I've really made an error with the stir fry. I don't normally get the butternut squash one either. I normally get like the oriental, and mixed peppers, and mushroom. Not really feeling this. Oh well. Noodles to come. One of the reasons why I do eat stir fry though is because it's so quick and easy and healthy. I'm always searching for that. And that holy grail of foods, the quick, easy, healthy. Tasty, of course. Because sometimes if it's not so tasty, you can kind of make yourself eat it. There's a good dessert to come. I do know my body wants these nutrients. And even only if my tongue is moderately pleased, then at least my body is happy. I thought as well I would explain a bit about why I go on about calories so much. It's not that I'm obsessed with weight or calorie counting. And so I found it a really useful tool to help me achieve my goals. And one of my goals is to kind of maintain / lose a bit of weight, dependent on how much I've been overeating. And sometimes it's unbelievably surprising when you actually learn about the calorie count of food. I remember, I'm sorry, I'm just struggling now, I'm gonna start stabbing it. When I first learned and counted my breakfast, it was like 700 calories. A person of my size should be eating about 1600 a day. I was having almost half of that in one meal, like bam. And that meal was healthy, but it was full of like high calorie things like nuts and seeds. You really gotta chew this. What was I saying? Yeah, even though it was healthy, it was really high calorie. And the fact of the matter is, if you eat more calories than you burn, you will put on weight. Like, you will. That's physics. That's the law of the universe. Energy, thermodynamics, I don't know, whatever the law is called. So then when you have no idea what the calorie content of the food you're eating is, spoiler alert, a lot of it, if it's not directly from the ground, is probably quite high. It's no wonder that you put on weight so easily. Because even when you try with healthy stuff, and there's still quite a lot of high calorie healthy foods, you know, like avocado, nuts, etc. It all adds up, to be honest. I'm amazed I've stayed weight stable for so long. Because when you add alcohol into the mix as well, whoa! Oh my god, alcohol has loads of calories. I don't know what happened to me at uni. How I didn't become the size of a house. The amount of drinks I used to have. And then there'd be like a post-drink burger, always. Never a kebab. Always a drunk burger. But recently, I have found a kebab that I love sober. German doner kebab. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like such an idiot being like, no, kebab is not for me. This kebab is amazing. And there's so much of it as well in comparison to a burger. And it's so like meaty and bready, and you have a bit of salad and a bit of spice. And I ordered a burger once after finding out the kebab. This was during lockdown takeaway time, and I was like, this is so disappointing, and it's over so quickly. German doner kebab is huge and delicious. I was a fool, an ignorant fool for so long. Almost done to the noodles. Won't be buying the stir fry again. Or the Szechuan sauce. Such a sucker for packaging. All right. And now on to the fun part. I'm going to bring back the chopsticks for this. Yeah, so anyway, I just find knowing and tracking, and sometimes I really strictly track, and other times I just kind of keep an eye on it, because after strictly tracked for quite a while, you get to be a lot more intuitive with certain foods and what they contain and how much leeway you have, how much room for cake you have at the end of the day. Very important to know. Noodles are good. Oh yeah. Even cold. It's taken me 22 minutes to get to this. Even kind of room temperature cold. Sun's right in my eyes. Yeah, so I use my Fitness Pal, which is amazing. You can just scan barcodes in and it tells you. And I do weigh things out, and even now when I'm not properly like calorie counting, because it's hard, for example, if you eat out, you're like, how much was this lasagna? I don't know, you can kind of guess on what it could be. But I now always weigh out my food, always weigh out my pasta, porridge, cheese, anything. Because it can be surprising how much 30 grams and 50 grams looks in terms of similarity with regards to something. And then actually the calorie difference between the 30 and the 50 can be huge. And you're actually not having much more enjoyment with that extra 20 grams. So I kind of like worked out what's the minimum number of grams that I want for my porridge. I mean, optimum, not minimum. And for me, that's 30 grams every day. Like, that gives me a good porridge, a good breakfast. And if I didn't weigh that out, I would easily overeat more than that. And then still eat the same amount of lunch. I'd still feel the same amount of hunger. So yeah, it just helps me to be a bit more mindful and intentional. I found a bunch of sweet corn. It was nestled in the noodles. I'm just gonna mush them. Baby corn's always pretty good though, isn't it? Do you remember the film Big with Tom Hanks? Where he he wishes when he's an adult to become a child. No, it's the other way around. He's a child and he wishes to become an adult. And he ends up going to like a fancy party. and they hand him like a platter of snacks, crudités or whatever, and one of them's baby corn, and he takes the baby corn and he nibbles it as if it were a full-size corn on the cob. What a great film. Okay, well, I'm nearing the end of my noodles now. I feel nice. I've tried a different flavour. Udon noodles still do it for me. But it's good to go outside of your noodle comfort zone every now and then. And then dive straight back into it. Okay, look. I'm struggling. Finishing off with a fork. Well, this has been a very different Alison Eats. I'm just kind of trying out different stuff, to be honest. I love food, love talking about it, love chatting, love sharing. This one thing I am, it's a sharer, oversharer. A lot would say. Woo! Too many noodles at once there. Well, I'm sorry about the sound. Sorry it wasn't, where was it when I needed it? Now when I don't need it, it's just ruining my video. Oh well. What are you gonna do? That's lovely. I hope you have enjoyed this. If not, that's fine. I enjoyed it. Do let me know if you would like to see more of these kind of dinner chats where I just talk random stuff and share it with you. Do like and subscribe if you enjoy my stuff. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do any other types of videos or eat any other types of foods, and just let me know how much you love this little spring bunny. Isn't he fab? My partner's gran gave that cushion to me and I think it's lovely. I hope you've enjoyed that as my background. Do you know what, actually? Fun fact for you. She gave this cushion years and years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but I've still got it. And it's got a really nice, you can't see it because it's backwards, because I think I'm doing selfie mode, so it like flips it around. But anyway, the quote is, believe you can, and you're halfway there. I really like that. But I turned it around this way in case it was distracting. Well, have a wonderful day, whatever you do for the rest of your day. I hope you have a really nice dinner as well. I hope you have a really tasty, healthy, delicious, quick dinner. And if anyone makes it for you, that's not you, then they feel a sufficient amount of praise and enjoyment from you eating the food, such as it was worthwhile for them to have made it. I'll see you next time.